Hey, Forest Elementary, welcome back to school. I can't believe we are already in the second week of school. That's crazy. The year is flying by just as fast as summer came and went. If we haven't met, I'm Miss Perna, and I teach GPS here at Forest. I'm room 36 if you ever want to stop down and say hello. So my reason for being here today is to share with you a weekly Monday Maker Challenge. Every Monday, I'm going to be here through your computer, and I am going to give you a challenge, something that you can try and do on your own at home. It's going to be a STEM challenge. If you don't know what STEM stands for, it's an acronym. It stands for S, science, T, technology, E, engineering, and M is math. Sometimes you might even hear me say STEAM. There's an A in there that stands for arts. Every week when I give you this challenge, you can use whatever you need to, whatever you want to at home. You could use paper and pencil. You could use toothpicks and marshmallows. You can use Play-Doh. You can use blocks. You can use Legos. You can use a computer technology. There are so many different things you can use. Really anything that you can find around your house to build and create and make with, you can use in this STEM challenge. When you're creating something, you always want to follow the design process. And here it is. So ask is you want to think of what the problem is and identify that. I will be giving you something you're going to have to make every week. So you're going to be asking, how can I create whatever Miss Perna is asking me to create? Then you're going to imagine of all the different ways you could solve this problem. You could make this thing. Next is plan. To plan, you can either draw something out, you can lay it out on a table before you put it all together, you can plan on a computer. There's so many different ways you can plan. Sometimes even just talking back and forth with somebody, coming up with different things that you can do, different ways that you can make whatever your problem is better. Then create. Now you're actually going to build, you're actually going to put something together, you're going to make it. And then last, improve. So when you're improving it, you're looking at what you already made and created and seeing how you can make it better. Now notice this, I have an arrow that goes from improve to ask, because this design process, it never ends. It's always going. You're always thinking of different ways you can make something better, finding new problems, imagining different things, planning, creating, improving, asking, imagining, planning, creating, improving. It goes on and on and on. So this is something that I'll have for you to check in and remember. I'll post a couple different ways that you can help to plan and help to imagine and improve, okay? But now it's time for your very first Monday Maker Challenge. So this week, I'm really excited. I would like for you this week to create your own classroom. You're going to make your very own classroom where you are the teacher. So as teachers, we have to plan all summer long usually what our classroom is going to look like, how we're going to set things up, where are the computers going to go, where's the smartboard going to go, are we going to have a big rug for everyone to sit and learn on together? How can I set up my desks so there's not a roadblock in the middle of my classroom? These are all really important questions that teachers think about every single year, every single day when they're setting up their classroom. There's a couple things I want to make sure that you include in your classroom. Some must-haves. 1, a classroom library. Any classroom that you go into in Forest is going to have a classroom library. Here, I have my classroom library in the corner, somewhere where you guys can go and get books and research at any moment in time. It's easy to get to. Okay, so 1, you have to have a classroom library. 2, you have to have a door. How are you going to get into your classroom if you don't have a door? 3, you have to have desks. Figure out how many students you have. Maybe you have 10 students. Maybe you have 30 students. I don't know. It's up to you. But you have to have enough desks to sit all of your students. Okay, and then last, the 4th thing that you have to have is an area for your students to meet. So maybe that's a rug, Maybe it's a bunch of chairs. Be creative. It's your classroom. So create it how you want to create it. Then when you're done creating, there's a couple different ways you can share with me what you've created. You can do a Flipgrid. I'll have a link for Flipgrids. So on Flipgrid, you record yourself explaining what you made, showing what you made, just like this on a webcam. You can use that on a computer, on a phone, on a tablet, really anything that has a camera and can record, you can do Flipgrid on. It's really easy to use. You can also bring in whatever you created. If you want to bring it in to show me, I would love to see it. I would love to display it and show it off with all the other kids at Forest. So 1, Flipgrid. 2, you can bring it in. 3, you can send in a picture, an email, anything, any way that you can share with me what you created, because I want to see. You're going to put all this work into this creation. So I want to see that. Now, I want you to also take your time when making this. Make sure that you plan it out. Make sure that you have a blueprint. So something where you've drawn what you're going to do or you've laid it out so you know what it's going to look like. Take your time with that. Don't rush. There's no reason to rush through this. You have a week to complete it. And even if you want to go back and do it again another time, that's fine too. Okay, so I'm really excited to see what you all come up with. I'm really excited to see your final projects, for you to bring them in, for you to share them on Flipgrid. I can share them out on Twitter and Instagram. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Have fun with it. Be creative. Think outside the box. This is your project, your classroom. You're the teacher, so make it beautiful. Put your time into it. Just like all of your teachers put a lot of time into their classrooms, put time into yours. So I can't wait to see what you come up with. I'll see you soon. Have fun.